what's up? World Wrestling Live here. And it's crazy. I got EJ and Greedy on. These two of the best wrestlers in our country. Unbelievable. Greedy right now is the number one ranked middle schooler. He's a two-time high school state champ, Super 32 middle school champ, Michigan grappler, varsity champion, and the first ever eighth grader to take out the high school crown at the Christmas Knockout. His brother above him, EJ, two-time state champ, two-time state placer, two-time national champ, two-time national runner-up, two-time Fargo All American, U17 Pan Ams. And they're both, aren't you guys both also sitting in the title match at in Puerto Rico for the Worlds down there?
No, I'm not going this year because because I want to go back to Fargo.
Oh, that's right. Your dad told me that you've got
Fargo
Divine.
the same week as junior duels, and Coach Duck wants me to go to junior duels to see the competition at Fargo, what I'm gonna get at Fargo. So I won't be doing that.
Well, yeah, and it sucked last year because you went into Fargo with a hurt knee last year, and it kind of screwed you up.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember if you would have won that last match that you lost, where you couldn't even continue with that knee. I know if you would have won that match, that would have made you an All-American, and Duck would have pulled you to prepare you because you were supposed to travel overseas.
Yeah, I was going to go to Worlds. I was going to go to Turkey.
Yeah. Well, man, so I got these two. So EJ won his two at South Dade. Greedy won his two at Somerset. We have to shout out Somerset because she'll get mad at me.
Shout out. Yeah, he's a guy.
So I shout him out. But, man, you can see them right there. But you guys are healthy now? You guys are feeling good?
Yep.
Man, what does the last 2 years winning two state titles together, what did that mean? What does that mean to you guys?
The first one really meant a lot because I remember like back in the days when me and Greedy first started wrestling, my dad would take us to travel. We would travel every weekend to a far tournament. No matter how far it was, my dad would take us, and whatever we competed, we did bad, go home. My dad would lay the mats out in the back, and we just scrap for like 3 hours straight, taking no breaks or nothing. And then that moment just like, it was very enjoyable, and just thinking about the times that my dad was pushing us and making us great. And the second one, it was whatever.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, basically.
You feel the same way, Greedy?
Yeah, the first one was crazy.
I got a question. What? Yeah. What, Greedy? What gets you more anxiety? You having to wrestle or watching your brother wrestle?
Watching EJ wrestle.
Same for you, EJ?
Yeah, it gets me like every time the big match, it just gets me more fired up and ready to go.
Yeah, because you go after him because he's smaller.
Yeah.
You remember the Rivera twins up at LHP?
Yeah.
I used to talk to them all the time, and one would always come after the other one. But it was crazy because you'd see the one on the mat doing some move, and it was like the other one knew he was about to end the match and start taking off his hoodie and getting ready. Like he could feel
That's like the thing with Greedy. Like I wrestle Greedy a lot, and like whenever he's wrestling, he gets in those like positions, and I just know he could like win those positions because like he's strong in that position that he's in.
Yeah, he's kicking your ass now or what?
Yeah.
He's like, hell no.
Well, Greedy's not healthy right now. He has a banged up knee right now. Oh. But last Thursday, ex-Coach Duck, he was there.
Well, if you're a rising, and I don't remember, if you're a rising freshman, you can go to Fargo? Or do you have to be?
Greedy's going to Fargo this year.
Yeah, because you're a rising freshman, right? So if you're going into ninth grade, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to be there. Well, as long as I'm still breathing, I'm going to be there. I'll get some good shots to you guys. So how old were you guys? First of all, congratulations on Campbell.
Oh, thank you.
What a great program. What a great coaching staff. Scotty Senton is, man. He's awesome. And I'm sure he's already told your little brother, like, remember me when you get there, right? So, well, how old were you guys when you guys started wrestling?
Go greedy.
I was 4, but I quit. I didn't like it. So uh at 5 I joined back and I started liking it. So
And
5.
the rest is history.
Yep.
And I started at 3.5, and then my dad pulled me out because I didn't have no kids to wrestle, and like every time I would like wrestle, I'll just make him cry. And like my dad didn't like whatever, like there wasn't no kids for me to wrestle, so he just pulled me out, and then I joined back when I was 6. And then
What
from
did
there,
you? I think I've seen video of your dad out on the mat, like helping coach and stuff. I'm guessing he wrestled.
yeah, my dad wrestled in high school. He wrestled at Homestead, but he wasn't really that good. He was all right.
But he was good at raising you two.
Yeah, very good at raising us too.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah.
scary looking, so you got to be like, yo,
Nah, I'd be whooping him up
so
on the
yes,
mat. It's not scary.
he can't hang with you anymore.
I gas him out.
I get gassed out just watching you guys, man. So so where will we see you guys next? I mean, I know you'll be competing. Are you guys going to Poseidon
No,
this
we're not
weekend?
going. And we're focusing more on freestyle and Greco.
Yeah, so we'll
Not-
see you at Spartan.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be. Me and Greedy's next tournament is Father Divine. We'll be
Oh,
there.
nice. I'll be in Puerto Rico with Daniel. Daniel's going down there. He's going to wrestle 74 kilos.
Yeah, I was
That's where,
supposed to be going.
yeah, that's where CJ's sitting.
Oh, CJ's going too.
Well, from what I understand, he's sitting finals at 74. So, but I don't know. I don't know if he'll end up at Father Divine also. I know you guys aren't going down out to US Open this week.
No,
No.
I know
I
he, I
I
know.
did the Puerto Rico team, the U15
Oh, cool.
already. So
Yeah, your dad told me that take pictures. I said, I'm going to the next one. But I
yeah.
told your dad, hey, I'm for hire. You just fly me over there. I'll take the pictures. But it didn't happen. Hey, so man, this year was crazy. We got to see, especially you, Greedy. We got to see you match up against some of I mean, all the best kids in our state. And
Yeah.
man, you showed up in those matches. Uh, what talk about your mindset? Because when I speak to like Duck or I speak to Balmaceda or I speak to Blasucci, they just say that there's something different about you when you get on the mat. It's like you don't care who you're wrestling, you don't care who it is, you just wrestle your match. How are you able to? Obviously, you're a high level wrestler, but how are you able to walk out and see some of the kids you've seen this year, knowing how good they are, and say, you know what? I don't care. I'm a seventh grader. I'm 12 years, whatever the hell age I am. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go just wrestle my match. How are you able to change that and keep that mindset?
Because I know Coach Duck, um, he like trains me to be the best. So I know that I can do what I do.
Listen,
He motivates me to do what I do
that's awesome.
because all the hard work.
Yeah, and EJ, you win that finals match this year, and you look pissed off. Like I said, you didn't get excited, you didn't do anything. You looked angry. And I asked Balmaceda or Duck, and I think one of them was like he was really angry at how he wrestled. Uh, do you feel like that all the time? Like your wins and losses only come because you wrestle good or bad. Do you ever feel like you're getting beat?
just like when I wrestled bad, and I know I was way better than the kid, and like I didn't do my perform at my best. I didn't perform at my best really, and I was just very upset at myself at the end of it.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I couldn't even get a good picture of him. He was just angry.
Yeah, I was mad.
I got a good one of your brother when he went.
Yeah, I saw that
That
one.
was that was a good one. That was a good one. So focusing on freestyle. Well, you've made a commitment to college already. I don't know what colleges you looked at. but you chose to go to Campbell. What made Campbell the right spot?
The coaching staff. Shout out Josh. That's the man.
Josh and man,
Josh is
Scotty teaching that leg riding, right? I mean, that's what he does. I think if I remember right, man, he gets in there and puts on a clinic. Did you get to roll with any of those guys while you were there?
nah. I've
You
been
know,
I was I hung out with a lot of guys though. We ended up going to like the cafeteria like mostly every day and just chilling.
yeah, and it's not too far from home, right? I mean, it's only a few. What's it like 6, 7 hours?
Yeah, about
So mom and dad can get up there and watch you guys wrestle, watch you wrestle. Get Greeny up there in the summers.
that's the plan.
So, you guys, obviously you guys are at different schools right now with Lasucci and with Coach B, but you both have wrestled for Duck your whole life. That Gladiator Club has been producing champions for a long, long time. Um, what has Coach Duck meant to you guys, and what is it about him that just continues to farm such amazing young humans coming out of that Gladiator Club?
Coach Duck's like he raised me. Basically, he raised me since I was like 4, 5 years old. So he's like a father to me. He's very motivated no matter what happens. Just very motivated and always on top of us about grades, school, wrestling. Always keeping us healthy and always just being like a father to us, taking out on trips and stuff like that.
Greedy, you just letting EJ do all the talking or what?
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just eating up
Coach Duck is
words.
like, yeah, he's important.
He's important.
Yeah.
You know, I figured when I had the Solis boys on here, I wouldn't get much out of you guys because I can't even get much out of you guys when I come and joke around with you guys at the on the mat and stuff. You guys are pretty chill, quiet. Uh, you know, you see your dad out there in a lot of these matches, but you never see him. You know how you see some dads going crazy and some dads yelling, some dads, and you never really see him acting that way. Uh, man, how does he keep his cool? And
Back, back then, it was the opposite.
Crazy.
I'll get taken down. I can't even look his way, and I'll just start crying. And I guess we got older, more mature, that we're pushing ourselves. He just relaxed on us, but he's still to this day still on top of us every after practice.
yeah, but you don't see him acting. You
Yeah,
don't
makes
see
you.
him.
Yeah, not acting like a fool like he used to be.
I remember I never wrestled, so I played other sports, but I never wrestled. So when Daniel started wrestling, I remember playing football or baseball, and that type of parent is like, what the fuck? So then Daniel would mess up, and I'd be yelling at him, "What the hell's going on?" And I didn't know any better. And then one of the coaches came and talked to me. He was like, this isn't this and that, and he kind of talked to me. I was like, all right, I can do that. So I kind of learned to just let it be. Well, then also Daniel, I would go to Daniel like as with Zachary, I learned from Daniel. So with Zachary, I leave him alone. But with Daniel, I would go to him like right after a match, right when you guys get off, whether you win or lose, and I'd be like, "Hey, you okay? You all right? How'd you do?" And he's like, finally, he looked at me. He's like, "Bro, you got to give me fucking 10 minutes, like before you talk to me."
Yeah, that's how it is.
And so I learned how to parent the wrestler, right? And he communicated well. So I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, I'm learning here. But I guess you guys need that time to kind of uh,
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah,
What Greedy, you've been around Blasucci for a couple of years now, wrestling in his program.
Yeah.
What has he kind of meant to you over the last 2 years? And you're obviously you getting better and doing what you do.
Yeah. I'm just very grateful that he like let me wrestle for him under his wing. Like not a lot of middle schoolers wrestle in have the opportunity to wrestle high school. So yeah, it means a lot. And Coach Green too.
And of course, you guys are around. I mean, two legends. So, Balmaceda. I know you're obviously around Balmaceda Greedy your whole life, but to wrestle for him the way you do, EJ, day in and day out. Um, what I mean, I know just to take pictures for him, he's OCD and he makes everything. He's very particular about what he wants. Is he that way in the room too? Is he very
Yes.
like your arms got to be here, your hands got to be
Yeah.
here, you got to yeah. What
Just like that. He'll show a move for like 10 minutes if he has to. Just trying to get the right technique and yeah, just the right technique to make sure when we hit it matches perfectly. It's perfect.
now I've talked to people that are no longer in the program. They've graduated and went on to become senior wrestlers, college wrestlers, coaches, and they'll say that Coach B, obviously he knows wrestling, but he's the guy that gets your mind right a lot of times out there.
Oh
He's
yeah.
the guy that tests your mind. Like he'll challenge you guys going into different tournaments. Give me an example.
Like challenging us to like go into a tournament. Let's think of one.
Like
Um,
Omi used to tell me if you know, I think he's from the Dominican Republic. So if he was going to wrestle another heritage, he's like, that heritage doesn't like you. They don't think you belong here. You need to go show them, like stuff like that. Is that something? Am I about
yeah,
right there?
think of one right now. But there is a couple of them.
Because it seems like with Duck, it seems like Duck and Coach B, they always have you ready for the big matches. Like when you guys show up to the duels, to the state tournaments, to the big matches, and some of you guys may have lost those matches during the year, but when it came to showtime, is there film work that goes into that? Are
Yes.
you guys
Or
breaking down a lot of things during the year? Or are
yes.
they preparing you? I mean, don't give away too many secrets, but uh,
Yeah, just basically looking at like when I went to Fargo and whatever, we are scouting out the kids. Coach B wasn't there, but me and Coach Duck would watch film and whatever. When I'm about to wrestle, we'll go over what the kid likes to do, and then we'll defend that. And then Coach B will like send me like a whole bunch of paragraphs about whatever, how the kid wrestles and what to do too. So basically, studying the kid.
hey, Grady, I'm really glad that you're on the show with us today. You've been you've been very helpful in this process. Very outgoing here, speaking so much. Yeah. So, hey, a lot of people say that you could be you could knock down 6 of these. Is that your goal?
Definitely. I know. I know I can. I will.
I'm excited to watch, and you'll both be at Fargo this year. I'm a little upset that I've got to be on the other side of you at Spartan, kind of watching you wrestle. I'm like, damn, but I'll still take pictures of you, because I'm that guy. But what who is somebody that you guys love to wrestle or brings out the best of you? Let's start with you, Greedy, since you don't want to talk. We'll
Someone
just make
I
you
like to
talk.
wrestle like in the practice room or like
No, like a, an opponent. Like who is somebody out there, whether it's in our state, in our country, that you've had to wrestle multiple times, but you look forward to like that guy brings the best out of you. That guy's been the toughest that you've wrestled. That you look forward to that match.
I'll say Max Brady probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
Max Brady.
he's a
Yeah, it's
stud.
tough. Yeah.
You
I
have
gotta
two overtime matches, right, this year?
yeah. 2 overtime
No, it
matches.
wasn't two overtime matches.
Oh,
The
one
first,
was a last second takedown, but it was
which
like yeah,
one? The
it was at
overtime, the
it was at
overtime match
Kobe.
was. I wasn't at that one.
Yeah.
I was at the one. Was it Danny Byron?
No, it was Super 32 early entry.
Early entry, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody was around that mat. When that match came up, I think everybody walked away from every other mat just to come see you two wrestle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Max the stud. Max may be with you, right, EJ? I saw him looking at
Yeah,
Campbell.
too. Yeah,
He's a good kid.
yeah.
So what about you, EJ? Who's that guy for you?
I don't really have one in the state. I have one out of state. Gabriel Bus, whatever his last name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's from Rhode Island.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he beat me 2 times, and then whatever. My favorite match was at Pan Ams when I beat him.
Got one back, right?
Yeah, the first 2 times destroyed me.
Hey, so they say it's the most difficult thing is to wrestle a friend. Do you guys feel that too?
Yeah.
Man,
Like Armand at Knockout, the South Dade 132. Like, I don't know. I just have so much respect for him. It was like, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
'cause, like whatever. We have friends, and then we have close friends. Him
Yeah.
and Armand are close friends. Like we hang out every day,
Yeah, that's what I mean, like close
like
friends.
that.
When I talk to like wrestlers, they're like, man, the toughest is your close friend. Like when you got to wrestle him and you got to check
Yeah.
out. Like this weekend, we saw the Flying Squirrel, Alex Coleman and Alejandro Sancho go at it
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
finals.
yeah.
And those two are tight. And I was talking to Ellis Campbell prior. You might have seen my little video I put, but he said, man, he and I are so close, but I got to find a way to check out when I'm wrestling him or else it's not good. So he's like, we were talking to each other, but I was trying to ignore him because I just didn't want to talk to him. I wanted to win the match. They're both with the Army W Cat. And yeah, I hear that a lot. But
Yeah. I feel like it's a big difference, like when you have a friend and then a close friend. Because like
it's inevitable
battle it out, and then a close friends is like you both got respect for each other, and
afterwards.
like you feel afterwards, and like sometimes in a match too.
Well, it seems like this is a sport that's going to do that because if you go if you come up with a guy and they stay competitive and they keep growing,
Yeah,
you guys end up seeing each other at probably high school, NCAA level, world level, senior level. I mean, I got to go to some trials and you'll see guys wrestling and you'll talk to them or girls wrestling and they'll say, yeah. Or you'll hear the announcer say, this is the 18th time these two have wrestled.
yeah,
This is
like
the
that.
12th time.
The Nick and Dom, they wrestled like
Yeah.
18 there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So at some point, and also something I noticed, do you guys notice this? If you got to wrestle somebody 2 or 3 times in a row, it becomes harder and harder to beat that person.
Yeah.
100%. I hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you see, like even this weekend, we saw somebody, let's say person A beat person B on the front side, then person B beat person A on the back side. Like those little adjustments.
Yeah, that's why in practice, I hate going with the same people over and over and over. I feel like they already know what I'm gonna do and what's my best move, so they kind of defend it, and I have to go to something else. It's
And you
kind of
don't,
a good thing too, though.
well, it'll make you try something different,
Yeah,
I'm guessing. So we won't see you guys next on the mat until
2 weeks.
Spartan. 2 weeks. Yeah, I
2
won't
weeks,
be
yeah.
there.
We'll be at Jensen Beach.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you guys will do just fine. So we'll see you in Fargo.
Yeah.
You're injured right now, he said, Greedy?
Yeah.
Really
My
hoping.
knees messed up.
Oh. Well, everybody out there hear that?
No, I'll be back in the wrestling room like probably tomorrow.
Somebody's gonna be your Jordan Burroughs. I'm gonna get that knee.
Just right.
That whole thing was pretty stupid. I can't believe they went after him for that. So dumb.
Yeah, that's
He just said what everybody wants to say, but won't say it.
yeah.
I mean, in any sport, if you're playing, I grew up playing basketball. If the guy had a splint on his finger, you try and tug his finger a little bit to try to get him to drop the ball. Or
Yeah.
if you play football,
That's
you
like
try to.
Ryan Garcia versus Tank. Ryan had a broken rib, and then Tank like just kept trying to hit that broken rib, and then eventually got it and knocked him down.
Yeah, I want to see the fight again. I want to see that fight again at a catch weight.
Yeah, That too. I want to see it like at high class though instead of 135. Ryan was, and then he had the hydration calls.
Yeah, I want to see it at 144.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter today.
I think. I mean, Ryan put it on, Haney.
Yeah, he did. I was very shocked. I was watching that at my friend's house, and like we're just like throwing hands and stuff, like just joking around.
You were ready to get in there, right?
Yeah. It's just like watching those boxing matches with your friends, they get you like hyped up.
Oh, not me anymore because now if my adrenaline goes, now I'm out of breath. No. You guys watch did you guys watch a lot of the Olympic trials?
I watched mostly freestyle. I saw some Greco. Like I had a 4-screen, and there'll be 2 like freestyle and 2 Greco. I was just mainly watching the freestyle side.
What was there a match that kind of stuck out to you guys that you remember?
The Zahi Valencia and Aaron Brooks.
Good match, right?
Very good match.
Could have went either way.
I like the Meyer Shapiro versus Ladarian Lockett one. Like, I don't know. It was just crazy. Like, it was fast.
How about, did you guys see
Jordan Burroughs versus, what's his name from Penn State?
Jason Knopf.
Oh, Messenberg.
Oh, Mitchell Messenberg.
Yeah. I was sitting right there. I'm watching these two go at it, and everybody's kind of attacking Jordan for it. But what happened first was Jordan Burroughs was on his knees out of bounds, and Messenberg pushed him over. And then that kind of started the heat. And then Jordan Burroughs was going out of bounds, and Messenberg was kind of like exaggerating on his legs. And that's when he kind of pushed his head down. I was like, what the hell's the matter with you? And then the whole thing kind of exploded. But it was, did you see Jax Forrest and Thomas Gilman?
Yeah, that was a good
That was crazy.
I was watching that one with actually some of my teammates in school.
Man, it was insane. Those are high school kids. You taking notes, Greedy?
Yeah, I am.
Those are high school kids. Man, it was unbelievable. And now those same kids are going to be at U.S. Open.
Yeah, the U.S. Open.
Have you looked at the weights?
No, I just saw Flo posted 57.
That's the weight class.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's got Cooper, CJ, Gunnar Holland?
No, not that one. Not that one. They posted something on Flo of just 57 kilos with like Marcus Blaze wasn't in it. It was Anthony Knox.
Ooh.
The other high schooler that was in the World Olympic trials was 57. Oh, Luke Littledahl.
Luke Littledahl, yeah. Because there was Luke, there was Jax, there was Brady Max. Is that his name? Brady Max?
No, it was
the kid that beat Jax on the backside.
Marcus Blade.
Marcus Blade. See, I had all the letters right. I just didn't have them in the right place. Who's your favorite wrestler to watch? Who do you follow?
Damn.
I like watching Meyer Shapiro.
Yeah, he's very slick. I like watching him.
Yeah, I like watching him.
What do you think of that little duck that Forrest has where he like slides his hip to the ground, brings one leg down, or how about that snap single?
Dirty.
You saw the snap single that Blades was using?
Yeah.
I came back going, wow, I just watched the most basic technique used at a super level. Because nobody did anything that was like insane. Nobody was trying to jump over anybody's shoulders. Nobody was trying to do any of this craziness. It was like down block, head block, snap, underhook, single, double. I mean, there was nothing like insane. It was just the basics at like this Superman level.
Yeah.
Well, man, you guys are very outgoing and personable, so this was really exciting. Unless we talk about boxing. If we talk about boxing and fighting, you guys get really into it. What was
Yeah, my dad. Then he used to run like 5 miles every day to the boxing gym, would train, and then run 5 miles back home every day.
man? So you're going to be a senior next year, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a senior.
So sign off. You going to stay at the same weight? You working out this off season? Going to go up?
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym every day after season.
Where are we gonna see you next year?
Uh, hopefully 50.
50. Nice. And you won't have no. Where was your boy at Somerset? 160.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick. He's
Yeah,
graduating.
No, I know.
I
Yeah,
think
you went up to where?
applied for college.
Yeah. Man, he's an athlete, isn't he? He can
Yeah,
move quick.
Percent.
Do you get to
could
work
do
with him a
everything.
lot, Greedy?
Yeah, we actually, well, like every practice that we have, me and Kendrick always in the middle wrestling. Always.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully I get to do your guys' media days again this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me and Greedy will be on the same team.
Yep.
That's what we're hearing, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to discuss that, okay?
why not?
Just joking, I don't know.
I mean, everybody knows it's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what's that going to mean to you guys? Fresh, before you check out, EJ, to have your little brother out there with you.
It's the same old to me. Nothing
Yeah.
really changed. It's like we're at the same school together.
You're usually at the same tournaments, right? Because you're both in South Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
But
see Duck, I
I
always
feel
see
like
Duck
it's like,
standing behind. I always see Duck standing behind Lasucci when you're wrestling.
yeah.
Now Greedy could take
Now
me
I'm gonna have.
to practice home, so I don't have to drive all tired and stuff.
There you go. Well, you're an eighth grader with your license already?
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, damn, what are you, 17? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take my bike.
You'll put EJ on the handlebars, right?
Yeah, I'll tie him up.
Look at him. He's got a king's chair there. That's awesome. Man. Hey, man, you guys are welcome on here anytime. So you guys just hit me up. Let me know when you want to come on, and we'll do it more.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And remember, when you guys make it big at the next level, remember who to hire as your photographer.
I got you.
Got it.
All right, guys, man. I tell your pops, thanks. Appreciate it, and keep getting out there and doing your thing. I'm sure we're going to see a few more state titles coming out of that home.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see.